Anyways, she gets the idea that we're pool hopping. We're like trespassing. And then she tells us how bad this is. She's like, you boys hold it right there. I'm calling the cops. Don't go anywhere. And we're like, we're going to be late for church.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Rated R.
You have criminal charges with you, bro. Guess like we're avoiding the shark.
No, great turbo neck guy.
I'll give you a kiss. You give me your number.
That checked out a ton, dude. Tell me you felt.
We're Americans. We're the ones that are descendants from the 1776 musket-bearing motherfuckers.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast, where we collect experiences as badges, memories as treasures, and stories as wealth. In part one of this 3-part series, I speak with Roman Makovey about all things junior high antics, high school pranks, our mutual love of skateboarding, and we unveil funny stories including accidentally becoming a skinhead, surrounded by thugs, near-death experiences, duct taping, pool hopping, and the anticlimactic grand opening of the 99-cent store. Let's dive in. Guys, welcome back to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Today, who do we have on?
Roman Makovey.
Dude, so stoked to have you on. So let's dive into this. Roman, talk about Dude, That's My Bad Arm and the arm scar story.
I love that you bring this up because these are the things I don't even, remember as significant. But I do remember everyone in junior high when I met all you guys at Forest Lake. Yeah, you guys always thought it was so funny that I would say that. Dude, that's my bad arm.
Dude, that's my bad arm.
So for those of you that don't remember or weren't there, I broke my arm in 6th grade and I moved to Forest Lake in 7th grade. And I think I was just very scared of someone like breaking my arm again. I don't know what it was, but I just constantly told people, dude, that's my bad arm. Like, don't hurt me. Like, I just felt like a victim all the time.
So how did you break your arm, dude? Because it's insanely gnarly. I'm looking at the scar right now, and it's still so pronounced and just insane.
Well, the scar is there actually because I picked it with a pencil when I was in 6th grade. So it's not even because I have bad scarring. It's because I would stick the back of a pencil without the eraser on, like the metal part. What? And I would just pick at the scar. Anyways, it's not good.
Dude, we're already entering graphic territory already.
Yeah.
Warning. Entering graphic territory in 3, 2, 1.
6th grade, me and my cousin are driving a go-kart, like one of those dune buggies. And he's driving, I'm passenger, and he just decides to take a hard left. And my arm flings out and is just outside of the cart. And as we flip multiple times, my arm just snaps. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So,
what do you remember about that experience?
His older brother was there, Dennis, and as soon as I was knocked out for a couple seconds, I wake up. I'm like, I can't move my arm. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think it's broken. And he was like,
oh no, it's fine. It's not broken.
He's just trying to calm down the situation, but it was definitely broken. I mean, it looked like it was about to pierce my skin. But yeah, that was a scary time.
Didn't they say that there was a chance that you weren't going to be able to use your arm again? Wasn't it a pretty serious break and a pretty serious surgery?
Oh yeah, it was. At the time, I think they said there's a 50-50 chance you might not be able to have control of your wrist and your fingers again. And maybe even my forearm. And so it was a pretty scary time where I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be the same again. But then, you get past that and you kind of forget those things. But yeah, that's a good memory. I totally forgot about that.
And then talk about meeting in 7th grade, coming to Forest Lake, how we ended up bonding over skateboarding.
Yeah. Going to Forest Lake was the best thing ever for me. I bounced back and forth between public schools. We moved to a new area in 4th grade. And then I never clicked with any of those kids from 4th to 6th grade. And then I tried out another new school in 7th grade. That's when I met you guys. And I don't know what it was, but I loved everybody. You guys were great. I had a great time there.
It's probably because we were Christians, right?
Well, it has to do something with that. Went to a Christian school and Yeah, we all love skateboarding. I was like, oh, this is amazing. There's a bunch of people that love skateboarding too. And I think I just got into skateboarding the year before.
What is this, Go Skate Day?
What made you get into skateboarding?
My cousin Igor, I think we both got into it, and I can't tell you why we got into it, but I remember one day we were like, we're going to learn to ollie today. And we tried and tried for a long time. I think we YouTubed. Back then, YouTube was just starting. Mm-hmm. Just YouTubing everything, which is crazy to say that because that was like almost 20 years ago. But YouTube was, there's stuff on there at that time.
What was that website with all the skating on it?
There was so many like gangster skater versus rocker skater, and there was all these exciting montages and stuff, and all the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games and the EA Skate games were super big. And to me, that was the golden era of skate videos as well. Lakai Fully Flared, Baker 3, America Stay Gold. There was just so many good ones. We were just young, impressionable teens, and skateboarding was a pretty exciting thing at that time.
It was a cool thing to skateboard too, but it was also very fun. How'd you get into skateboarding?
I skated a little bit as a kid. I got my first board actually at a swap meet. I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, that's cool, a skateboard. And then the guy just gave it to me. He gave it to me and my dad, and he was like, every kid needs to have a skateboard, and it was a piece of junk, but it had good trucks. It had independent trucks and really fast bearings. The deck itself was like so thrashed and just so crazy. But I just started skating a little bit here and there just as like a pastime, and my dad showed me how to push around and things like that a little bit. And then eventually, I think about end of 5th grade, beginning of 6th grade, that I started taking it more seriously and started having a lot more fun with it, because at the time I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! All through elementary school, and then all my friends had moved on from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like devastated, and then had to find another hobby, because I didn't have anyone to play with me.
Relax, Yugi. I'm about to end this duel.
And then, skateboarding. I loved the skateboarding games. I loved the videos and wanted to get good at it. And then, of course, becoming friends with you, with Dominic, with Kevin, and Owen, even Anthony. They all skated a little bit, and that just became my new passion, my new hobby. I liked the culture of it. I liked the style. I liked the clothing. I liked the music. So also at that time, I was messing around a lot with my mom's, 480p digital camera, just meant for taking pictures, but it had a video setting. And so I was filming everything. I was making little skits, and then it was just the natural progression of like, oh, I can film skating, and then I can start to learn on the computer how to edit in Windows Movie Maker, and then it became this whole journey of, it was just a really fun way to capture our life experiences. It was brought so much joy and so much fun and levity to life, where we could just film funny clips, and some of it was like acting, some of it was just random things that would happen. We were not good at skating, so we would slam and bail all the time. And I was like, oh, well, that's good footage, And then I just loved editing it to music. I was super into music at that time and always have been. And so that's kind of how skateboarding and filmmaking and all of that just kind of took off. And that was around junior high.
That's cool. Dang.
Wow, that's good.
But you left Forest Lake in 8th grade for a year, and then you returned for high school. So what was that like? Yeah,
that was the recession of 2008. And it was just harder for us to afford Forest Lake at that time. So I left. Again, I switched schools since 3rd grade. And then I stopped switching schools freshman year. That was the last time I switched. So it was like we were constantly switching. That was still kind of rough. I missed you guys. I was like, Mom, Dad, if I could go back to Forest Lake, that'd be amazing. But it was fine. Like it was tolerable.
You just had a hard time making friends, or what?
At the public schools where I grew up in Roseville, Granite Bay, it felt like once we moved there, it felt like the kids were a little bit more preppy, just a little bit more snobby.
Shots fired.
And I don't mean to like disrespect all of them, but a lot of them just because we moved from like a more lower middle class area before, and then we moved into like a wealthier area, and the kids were different, dude. The kids were. I mean, the average student was just, I don't know, just more mean. It's kind of, you would think a wealthy area would have nicer kids. At least that's what I would kind of think, but that was not the case. And then in 8th grade, I was shocked because between 6th grade and 8th grade, you see all the kids starting to get into drugs. And
wow, really?
I mean, there was, all the poor decisions that start, entering life, like the kids were doing it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it kind of scared me. I was more scared of that stuff because I heard from my parents that, you do drugs, you do these things, like your life's going to go down the wrong way. And so I didn't do them out of fear.
Please get me back to Forest Lake.
Like, this is a scary place. Kids. Yeah, exactly. I had some friends, but they weren't like they were kind of the wrong crowd. Still had a good time there. I remember my biggest regret from 8th grade. I missed the basketball tryouts and I was devastated. I'm like, okay, this year's over. Like, I don't even get to play basketball. Like, what am I doing?
How did you miss the basketball tryout?
I should have been more proactive on knowing when the tryouts were. And I missed it. And I was devastated. I mean, basketball, apart from skateboarding, that was like my biggest thing. So
you're like, I can't wait for basketball tryouts. They're like, dude, that was yesterday.
Yeah, I found out the week after. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a fool.
But this is what the end result is.
But you came back.
Yeah, no, I wanted to come back. And I knew once I started freshman year at Granite Bay High School, I begged my parents. And my parents were super gracious to listen to me and give it a shot. I went to Granite Bay High School for a month and I was like, this is awful. And sure, maybe if I would have stuck it out, it would have been, would have been fine. But no, I'm really thankful to this day that I was able to go to Forest Lake. And a lot of that was, all of it was thanks to my parents. So thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, shout out.
I know.
But then talk about the core four and our close bond between myself, yourself, Dominic, and Kevin.
Oh, yeah. That was a friendship that lasted basically, majority of high school.
And most of junior high, too.
Yeah, most of junior high. But high school, we hung out all the time. I think me, you, Kevin, and Dominic, we spent a lot of time together. Skateboarding.
Youth group, school functions, all that.
Yeah, we had a great time. I don't know how often we were in classes together. I can't remember that, but we had an amazing time in high school. That was incredible.
Yeah, super close. And I think skateboarding was kind of the thing that brought us together. And then, of course, youth group and church activities and that kind of thing, too. And just when you're graduating classes, 65 people, it's there's not a ton of people to hang out with anyway. You have 30 people to be friends with. Well, guys. I'm talking.
Yeah, so, half the people are guys. So.
Right. So there wasn't a whole lot. There was kind of us, and then there was some different sports cliques and whatever. But everyone was pretty tight. Yeah. Because it was a small Christian school, and everyone was kind of up in everyone's business,
Yeah. And we had a lot of good people there for the most part. I think we had a great class.
But dude, you said we had a good class. You weren't there for science camp. You missed that in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
You heard about it, though.
Yes, I know. Heard all about it. You guys got in trouble, got kicked out. You guys got banned. You were canceled before canceling was a thing.
Right.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I definitely regret that. I wish I was there. That'd have been fun. I would have been a perfect fit. I was still a troublemaker at that time, so.
You don't say!
Yeah, speaking of, you were kind of a skinhead, too, at one point. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. I don't know what to say about the skinhead story, but is this related to when we went pool hopping or just in general when I buzzed in my head?
I know why. You don't remember. It was because Anthony, during lunch break or whatever, was like, oh, this will be so cool. I'm going to buzz lines into your head. Remember? Oh. And then he buzzed the lines into your head. And then the school was like, oh, that's not couth. That's past the dress code.
Oh, they
now
said
you
that?
need to shave the entire thing.
No.
That's what happened. Yeah, dude.
Oh, I don't remember that. Oh my gosh.
It was because it was illegal. You couldn't have lines in your head. They thought it was too extreme or whatever. And so then they made you shave your head. And then it was even more extreme because you look like a skinhead, dude. And it was just it was pretty bad. So.
Oh, man. No, I don't remember that being the reason. I just
you don't remember that?
No,
well,
great memory. That is great. I thought I just wanted to buzz my head. I don't know, just random thing to do.
Yeah. No Nazi affiliation.
No, yeah. Definitely not. I was crazy, but I wasn't that crazy.
Right. Well, my heart goes out to you, Roman.
My heart goes out to you.
Another time during high school, my cousin Igor and I, we went to where did we go? Sorry. I can't even remember. I can't remember what the location was.
It doesn't matter. Some mountain.
Yeah. There was another time in high school where my cousin Igor and I, our families went together to a hot springs resort. And there was a big, I'd say a 2,000 foot mountain right across the street. And we thought it'd be fun to climb all the way up. I don't know what we were going to do, but we just climbed all the way up. And then there was a boulder. And wouldn't it be cool if we could just roll this big boulder down? How awesome would that be? We didn't think about any consequences. And,
as you don't in
I'm 14, probably. He's 16. So, we're getting stronger and we were able to push it off and it slowly starts rolling. And I'm like, man, this is so cool. We actually did it. And then it starts gaining speed and it's flying down the mountain.
Just
And then it's
bouncing
like
down the mountain.
Bouncing down the mountain. It's going straight at the hot springs resort. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're going to jail. We're going to kill some people. We're definitely going to hit some cars. And that was a terrifying moment. Later, I found out that everyone was watching us and they were just in shock and terror because they thought the same thing, that like, what are these two kids doing? This is so dumb of them.
It's like Indiana Jones. They're all running away from the giant boulder coming down.
So as it starts going down, we finish like watching and it just stops right, like I think maybe 30, 40 feet before the parking lot. So it was a close call.
Yeah, it was an inch away from the car.
It was, yeah, you could say an inch away.
We'll round down.
Yes. But they called the cops and then we're like, okay, what do we do? Let's hide.
Let's roll another boulder at them.
Yes. No, we're like, let's hide. And then we're hiding behind another boulder. And we're like, okay, we can't stay up here forever. We have to go down, whatever. And they put us in the back of a cop car and they talked to our parents. And I remember thinking, I'm no longer scared of the cops, but I'm so scared of what my dad is going to do to me. My dad was going to get me in huge trouble.
What did he end up doing? What was your punishment? Did you have to shave his back hair or what?
You are sick.
No, he didn't get me in trouble. I mean, he just, sternly talked to me. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but he was like, that was a dumb move that you did. I can't believe you would ever do that. That was so dumb. It
Was
wasn't
he
that
scolding
bad.
you in Russian?
He probably did. He probably did in Russian a little bit. It's a little bit more authoritative.
Right. Do you still speak Russian?
I do. Yeah. But it's not like amazing because I don't use it a whole lot. Only when I'm like back in Sacramento and talking to people that only speak Russian. But your grandparents maybe. So that's pretty much it. Or older folks. Some of the older Slavic folks, they don't speak great English.
What's it like being bilingual?
It's cool. I mean, again, I don't use it in my everyday life as often. I wish I kept my Russian that I learned originally. Russian is my first language, but it is certainly cool. I mean, especially when I like listen to people talking Russian and they probably don't know that, I can understand them. That's a cool thing. I'm like, I know what you're saying, but
You're Russian and Ukrainian, right?
yeah, I speak a blend of Russian and Ukrainian. It's mainly Russian, but then there's a few words that are Ukrainian. They have a lot of like overlap. And then there's a few words that are just completely different.
So your mom's Russian and your dad's Ukrainian.
Yeah, my mom's from Belarus, which is a former Russian country, and then my dad's Ukrainian. They speak both Russian and Ukrainian, but the Russians don't understand Ukrainian. It's sort of complicated, but
Well, it's especially complicated now with them warring at each other and all that. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I was asking, like, what do your parents think about that? Are they like split? Are they loyal to one or the other, or what do they think about all that? Are they loyal to America?
Yeah, they're loyal to America.
So we don't have to deport them.
No, they know that America has given them so much opportunity. I mean, over there, my mom was saying that her mom's paychecks, the government, the Soviet Union, they would take a lot. I don't know if they would only allow you to keep like 20% of your paycheck. Could you imagine? We think like taxes are high in California, but
well, they are, but yeah,
they are high. But under Soviet times, you keeping 15, 20%, maybe 25. I don't know. It's somewhere in the very low range. Mm-hmm. That's awful. But yeah, she's very happy to be here, and they know that like America gave them a great opportunity. So
that's right. Respect.
No, for sure. They love this country. This is a great country.
For our country, the best is yet to come.
It is. Amen.
Yeah.
And then talk about the time you were surrounded.
Oh my. So this is again related to skateboarding. Igor and I are skating at Center High School. This is in Antelope, California, and it's pretty late. I think they have lights on though, which is why we're skating at night. It's also probably hot, so it helps to skate at night. And we're leaving, and I don't know why, but there are a bunch of scary looking people. Scary looking like high schoolers. Let's just say we were the minorities of that situation. No, it was scary. There was we were surrounded by a group of 20 kids.
20 kids.
There was a lot. I mean, at least 15, but it was a big group. I just remember feeling super threatened. I'm like, this is insane. They were encircling us. And then my cousin gets his phone, puts it to his ear, and, starts talking in Russian. And then he tells those kids that hey, he's calling the local Russian gang in town to come.
And he's speaking Russian?
Yeah.
And he's bluffing?
Well, he's bluffing, yeah. They let us go because of that.
So they were going to jump you or something, or what were they going to do?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they were going to really jump us or not, but I was pretty freaky. I mean, psychologically, it's scary to be surrounded and be like, know that if they wanted to, they could totally hurt us seriously or kill us. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, that was not a fun time. And then they let us go because of that.
That's the power of speaking Russian right there.
I know it did. It
does
saved
come
us.
in handy.
Igor saved us. He had a good bluff there. So thank you, Igor. I owe you on that one.
Well, you have another near-death experience also while skateboarding. Talk about this one.
Oh yeah, we were skating at the same high school during the daytime, and I'm crossing like a fairly big road, Watt Avenue, I think is what it's called, and there's a car that was like going 100 miles an hour. But when you're crossing the street, you can't tell how fast the car is going. I was sure that I would surely go by in front of it. And it turns out I almost ran into the car. It passed me and I felt it like half a foot
by you.
Yeah, it was insane. It was definitely a near-death experience. Me just being dumb and not being overly cautious. But yeah, God saved me there. That was crazy.
Dude, I have a similar story that happened.
Do you have near-death experiences?
Well, I have another one that the exact same as you. I was skating across a crosswalk, and the thing was, I looked both ways, and it was completely clear.
Yeah.
The light was green, but it was completely clear, and I was just in Anaheim, and I was like, well, I'm just going to cross the street here. I didn't see any cars. So I start skating across the street. Next thing I know, I look up, and I see a car flying down the freeway. They were easily going like 80 miles an hour. They were completely speeding in like a, 30, 40 mile an hour kind of range. So they were going more than double, and I was like... It happened so quick, and it was like, holy crap, this guy is flying down the road. And I was like trying to judge the speed. And so I'm like, oh, I need to push and speed up so that I can get across the street before the car comes. And so I pushed twice. So I'm going faster. And then I'm still realizing this guy is going so fast. He's getting so close to me that like, because I was trying to get to the edge and he was then swerving to try to get around me. But because I sped up, it was close. And at that point, I just jumped and I just stepped off my board. You know what I mean? Because I tried to...
Oh my gosh.
I tried to like... Because I couldn't slow down. I couldn't just like put the tail up or whatever. So I was pushing, and then I'm like, and I just jumped off to then come to a stop, like stop. And then he like barely got by and like almost ran up on the curb and flew through the light. And it was like, holy crap, that was so close. And it was the same exact thing. Like this car just whisked past me. So yeah,
There's deja vu.
it was pretty scary. And I definitely feel like there was a guardian angel watching over at that point.
Doesn't it make you think like, wow, I should just take it super easy on the streets when crossing, especially with the skateboard. I think,
hey, this guy shouldn't be speeding.
Yeah, well, that's true, but there's crazy people everywhere.
Okay, we have another story from high school. Let's talk about the grand opening of the 99-cent store.
So this happened in early high school. We saw in like a little magazine flyer, hey, you could get a free TV if you are one of the first 10 people in line. And that was enough motivation for us to want to go at like 1 a.m. I think we just ran and walked, but it was like 2.5 miles from my house to get there. We're on foot. And I remember
2 miles?
Yeah, 2 miles. And we start like at midnight or 1 a.m. And I think to myself, we have to like hide. And there's the cops will like get us in trouble for being out late.
Like curfew, yeah.
Curfew is like, maybe that's a real thing. And everyone else was like scared too. It's just such a dumb thing to think about, but maybe that is a thing. I don't know. Either way, we were like, every time there was a car, run in the bushes. So we just ran in the bushes every time. The journey there was more fun than when we got in line. When we got in line, we're like, oh man, there's a lot of people that have been waiting here for a long time. And these are adults.
Just like camped out with tents and trailers and
yeah, they had nothing better.
Barbecues.
These people should have been working and they were just sitting in line for days. I'm like, this is embarrassing. But anyways, so we just got like some free scooters, and then like while we were in the parking lot, they broke. Like some of them snapped in half. We didn't get our TV, and it started raining. It was like it just went bad real quick. We're in line. It's raining.
From bad to worse.
Yes, it definitely did. And the prizes were not good.
Yeah,
and
nobody likes scooters.
And then we were tired. And then I called my dad and I said, "Hey, Dad, can you pick us up?"
This is like what, 2 a.m.?
No, this is like at 8:30 a.m. now. We're exhausted. We waited all night long.
Oh.
We're like, maybe they'll have something for us. I don't know why we waited in line. It's a depressing story. Again, the journey there was so fun. I mean, it's midnight. We're just like hopping around, prancing around. I hope the cops don't get us.
Yeah, there's that excitement in the air.
Once we get there, it was overhyped. There's people already waiting there. I'm like, don't you guys have jobs? Like, what are you guys doing here? So
what, you got picked up, then what?
My dad picked us up. He felt sorry for us. He's like making fun of us. Like, you guys got these scooters and already broken. Shame on you.
No son of mine is going to be a scooterer.
Perfect. Yeah. Hey, I did get into scootering for a little bit. Do you remember that?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you don't? No.
I actually don't remember that.
Okay, well, I did.
I think I blocked that out of my memory.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it is kind of lame to say, hey, a scooter, it's like
a scoot.
Are you like an elderly person or something? You have a scooter?
Yeah, or obese at the store, just driving one of those little scooters.
Oh, yeah.
There's nowhere to run now.
Anyways, that's the story. It's kind of fun. It has a sad ending. It's like a bad movie with a bad ending.
Well, you can't win them all, Roman.
Nope, you can't.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the best stories you have.
Oh, yes.
Pool hopping.
Oh, yes. Kevin, I hope you're listening to this. We had such a great time. This is on a Wednesday, and Wednesdays, we know that we're going to youth group at 5:30 or whatever time it was. We had a couple hours to kill. We're like, let's go swimming. We want to go swimming, but you don't have a pool. I have a pool, but we're at your house, and we're like, let's go pool hopping. And
where did you get this idea?
I don't know if it was me or Kevin. Kevin, if you know, let me know later. But I can't tell you. But I know that we both agreed, and we're like, that's a great idea.
He lived in like the suburbs. A lot of these people had pools. It's a hot day. You might as well just help yourself.
Yeah. And we're kids. Like, we're not threatening. We check out a couple backyards, like peeking over the fence. Okay, there's no pool. We finally find one, maybe like after 4 or 5 houses, and we're like, okay, that's not good enough. Let's see if we can find a better pool. And so thinking back, I'm like, that was a dumb move. We should have just swam while we found one. But we're like, all right, let's get out of this backyard. Let's go look for another pool, one that's like more luxurious. And so it's when we were doing that, we were leaving the first pool.
Peering over all these fences.
Yeah. Well, we were in the backyard, and then we're coming out of the backyard, closing the gate.
Wait, so you walked through some stranger's backyard gate?
Yes.
Checked out their pool.
That's
what I remember. In your swim trunks or what?
We had swim trunks on, and we still had our shirts on, I think. But anyways, as we're leaving that pool area, because it wasn't good enough, apparently.
Should have just swam when you had the chance.
We should have. We walk out, and then there's a lady walking or jogging or something, and she's like, hey, do you guys live here? And me and Kevin froze. We're like, no. And then that's where we needed a story. We needed something, but we didn't think of anything. We're like, oh, I don't know what we do now. So, and I'm really bad at bluffing. Like, I just don't know what to say.
You just leave that to Igor.
Yes, yeah, Igor's good at that. Anyways, she gets the idea that we're pool hopping. We're like, trespassing. And then she tells us how bad this is. She's like, you boys hold it right there. I'm calling the cops. Don't go anywhere. And we're like, we're going to be late for church. We can't wait.
Stay,
yeah. And honestly, we should have ran, but what was she gonna do? Like, I mean, it was a harmless crime, but yeah, you shouldn't be pool hopping. Kids, don't do it. But yeah, we waited. We're like, okay, I guess we'll just wait. I don't know why we waited.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. We're fine with pool hopping, but we're not fine with running away from this lady.
Yeah.
Anyways, we wait, and then the police come. They call our parents.
How long did you have to wait there?
I think they were there within like 5 to 10 minutes. Pretty quick.
So you're just sitting, town. They've just got nothing else on the curb, just waiting for your punishment.
Yeah, we were sitting there, and I had those racing stripes in my head. I had a buzzed head, freshly buzzed racing stripes. And when the police came, they gave me such a hard time about that. They're like, first of all, you guys are idiots for pool hopping. What are you guys thinking? By the way, you look so dumb with your racing stripes. What even is that?
Shots fired.
Come on, man. Come on. What else? They call my parents. My parents don't answer. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. This is amazing. I would have been in trouble again. And then they call Kevin's parents, and his mom answers. I'm like, oh, this is great. His mom's really nice.
Yeah, much more reasonable.
Yeah, much more reasonable. Like, at least I'm not going to get in trouble. What is she going to do? Spank me? So I'm feeling good. It's like Kevin's mom shows up. She picks us up. We get in the back seat. I'm like,
oh, what a relief.
Let's get out of here. Whatever. I'm pretty like stoked though, because it was exhilarating. I'm like, hey, like we're fine. Like we're not going to jail or anything. I look at Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. I don't mean to embarrass you, but he starts crying and he's like weeping. I'm like, oh no.
Really?
I'm like insensitive. I didn't know, like, I didn't feel like I was about to cry. But he started crying. I mean, we're young, like we're fragile little things. But
what did his mom do?
It's fine. You guys just, you're going to learn to not do that again or something. Kevin's mom is awesome. She's great. I loved her.
That's
but it was a fun story.
Crazy, yeah.
I wish we would have actually gone, because we did all that. We didn't even jump in the pool. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So
that's a lesson learned. If you're going to do pool hopping, which you shouldn't.
Yeah. Don't be picky.
Yeah. Don't be picky.
Don't be picky.
Just jump in, right?
Did you ever do any pool hopping or think of it?
No, bro. No. That was all coming from your guys' twisted minds. I couldn't concoct something like that.
Oh, you had some things that you did.
Well, yeah, we have the next story, which is
duct taping. Yes.
Roman, I've told this story before on the podcast. I want to hear you tell this story. What do you remember about this version of events?
Well, I think we duct taped multiple times. Did we not?
I didn't. I only went once. You and Kevin probably went multiple times. I don't know, but it was Kevin's idea. He said, this will be great. It's your 18th birthday. Let's do something to spice it up.
Oh, because I remember us going in a big group with Auburn Grace. And
I wasn't there for that.
We did it multiple times, but I thought
the
you were the
youth
one that gave me
pastor
the idea. No,
endorsed this?
No, Steve did not endorse it. But we hid in this like thick bushes at night. I'm like, we'll never get caught. There's no way. How would they know we're here? And we put down duct tape upside down on the road across like a 2-lane switchback. And we're like, this is amazing. This is going to be so great.
And you'd try to do it next to a stop sign so that when they come to a slow, then it will catch. Because if they're going full blast, it's not just going to catch, right? So you want to put it right there. They slow down, they roll over it, it gets caught, and then it starts going tuk, 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 and it sounds like they have a flat tire.
I guess there are different methods. That's your method. That's not what we did, though.
What did you guys do?
No, we just put it in the middle of like a turn where you're turning. So as they're turning, you slow down a little bit, but we didn't think that through. It's sticky enough where it's still they catch on and you just hear it just it's like it's awful. And I can't imagine being the driver just thinking, what is happening?
Thinking you got a flat tire or something worse.
Honestly, I don't know what it does to a car. I wonder if it actually messes it up. The more I think about it, that was dumber than the pool hopping.
I think it is pretty bad because, like, what if it gets on the axle, the wheel well, all that stuff?
Yeah.
So you actually went once and had it successful?
No, never had it successful.
Oh.
That time, we had a group of like 10, 12 of us, and the cops just walked in. They're like, all right, what are you guys doing here? Like, what are you guys doing? He was pretty friendly with us. He's like, yeah, you guys need to cut it out. And I'm like, dang, we were like hidden. It was a dark area. I mean, this is like where a homeless encampment would live, but it's completely hidden. So yeah, I have no idea. And then we did it together once, right?
Mm-hmm. That was for my birthday because it was Kevin's great idea. I guess it didn't go so well the first time, so he thought this would be better. It wasn't. We got like 1 or 2 cars maybe, and then swarmed by like 5 or 6 cop cars immediately on my birthday.
Wow. Okay, I do remember that. But I was shocked at how the cops always caught us so fast doing duct tape. I'm like, why do they care about this so much? But I guess it could cause damage.
Well, I remember about that, you hiding under the van, because he was getting all of our IDs and everything, but you hid under the van and just escaped the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. No.
Well, that's why you have me here.
That is. I'm glad you have a great memory.
And I remember it was September 20th, and it was a few minutes away from my actual birthday. So I was still technically 17. I was still a minor because he was like,
who here's minors? Who here's of age?
Like, look at my phone. It's like a few minutes off. So I'm technically not 18 yet, you know?
But he would still count you as 18 because it was the day, right?
No, it was before midnight. It was a few minutes till midnight. It was September 20th. My birthday's the 21st.
No way.
Yeah.
I did not know
so we
that.
got off as all minors, and Kevin just sweet talked him and got us out of it. But it was
really?
like, it was the same thing. It's like, well, find something better to do, guys, blah, blah, blah. And Kevin was like, I know, it's so dumb. I'm sorry, whatever. And then we
Kevin,
got out of it.
thank you.
And that was pretty sketchy, but it is what it is. And it made for a good story.
Yeah, don't do that, kids. Don't duct tape people's cars like that, because I'm sure it could actually cause some serious damage. So,
well, don't milk their front porch either.
Oh no.
Do you want to tell this story and just not say who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never find out. But if they do, I will apologize to you. I'm going to apologize to them anonymously. But I milked. And what, I guess you don't know what that means for people listening. And I don't know who I was with. So I was with at least, I think, 2 or 3 people. And we're like, let's buy cartons of milk and smash them on the driveway of one of our teachers at Forest Lake. And I don't know how you would even think of such a dumb idea, but we're like, all right, we know which teacher. I'm going to not say her name. Well, I guess they know it's a girl now. I was going to say, I'm not going to
say her name. Say its name.
Their name, but I've already said it, the lady. Yeah. Anyways, we rang her doorbell and we smashed the milk on the floor.
Just like what?
Right outside of her door. Like, it was kind of enclosed area, so when we smashed it, the milk splattered everywhere. I mean,
it was... Get you guys messy too?
It must have. I don't remember that. I just remember
unnecessary sacrifice.
I just remember thinking, leave the car running and leave the door open so I can hop in like as soon as possible. Yeah, I slammed the milk down and I run to the car, I sprint, and then I'm like, all right, let's book it. And they floor it. And then we also honk the horn a couple times. And, you know, even just saying it now, Spencer, to you, it just sounds so dumb. I don't know how my 14-year-old brain could even think of me doing that. But I guess my brain wasn't full.
You didn't even get to see horror on their face. You just smash it and just get to live with, yeah, we did that to them.
I know.
Don't even get to see their reaction.
I know. I was too scared. Yeah. It's like, we got to get out of here.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
We have another car story. This one's from me. Do you remember when we would do road rage and basically we'd be driving on the freeway on Highway 49? It's like a 60, 70 mile an hour kind of place. And we would be driving, you and me next to each other, and we would both slow down to like 30 miles an hour and block both the lanes. And it would just cause all this traffic behind us. And everyone would be honking and going crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And we would just like hold it up and just crawl down the freeway.
Yes, I did it with you, and I must have done it with Dominic too. I did it with Dominic. Such a cruel thing. I mean, how dumb can you get? But yeah, that's definitely more safe. I mean, that's not like we're just annoying
saying,
people.
hey, you guys are going too fast. We're just going to slow it down to a nice little crawl here. You know,
oh man,
that was fun. A little more harmless prank.
Yeah, it was harmless, and it's kind of fun. You feel powerful. You're controlling all these
controlling the traffic. Yeah,
yeah.
They're just honking, going crazy behind you.
Yeah, totally.
Do you remember switching drivers on the freeway?
No.
You don't remember this?
No, remind me. Maybe I'll remember.
You were driving, and then you put it on cruise control. We're going like 60 or 70 miles an hour, driving down to Santa Cruz for senior ditch day. And then you put it in cruise control. Kevin's holding the wheel. You dive to the back seat, and then Kevin like slides into the driver's seat, and I'm filming it all from the back seat.
Oh my gosh.
You don't remember that?
No.
There's video footage evidence because I filmed the whole thing and I put it in Reflect Project.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Okay, I need you to hold the wheel. Ow! Okay, get it. All right, hurry up because we're losing speed. We're losing speed. Go. Wait, is there a cruise control off? No, it's not. Yeah, it's off. That was actually really impressive. I didn't think you'd be that easy. I just go like 75. Yeah, you got it. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, man. That was pretty legit.
I didn't think it was a big deal until everyone at the premiere was like gasping, especially my parents. They were like, oh my goodness. They were like,
that is so dangerous, so stupid of you, blah, blah, blah.
And I was like, I just thought we were getting good footage here. It was kind of cool.
That is actually very dangerous. I mean, that could have killed all of us. But yeah, good thing we were really good at it. So. Dang, that's crazy. That's actually very crazy. Yeah, kids don't do that. Don't do it.
This is just one big announcement of kids don't do this. Don't try this at home, kids. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating/review. 5 stars is a power play. Be sure to follow me on social medias at Spencer Whiteout to stay up to date. As always, stay tuned and stay hyped for parts 2 and 3, where Roman and I go into an in-depth history of our friendship, our falling out, how our story became the inspiration for my feature film, Space Waves, and our eventual reconciliation. That's a wrap.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Are you kidding? Yeah. Dude, your face has... What? No? What happened? Oh, I hit my bone. Oh! Holy crap! Oh, that was bad! Then you would be like, oh, Roman. Oh, first try, dude.
Oh, yeah. My money's on Roman. I think he's going to win this.
Yeah, I'm gonna push you. Oh!
Dude, give glory to God, man. Dude, that's awesome.
Bring it around. Oh! Oh! Next level! Roman's a boss. He's a great foreign. Roma!
Duże dobre festival!
Hey, whoa!
It's harder than it looks. Oh, you hit the camera.
And that's it.